Hello all, welcome back to Sri Sai Tech Edu YouTube channel, Read, Lead, Success. I am dealing with the subject Research and Publication Ethics, and in that module 1 first chapter I am doing at present, Introduction to Philosophy. In previous video we have already seen the definition of philosophy. In this we will see the nature of philosophy. Philosophy tries to bring to light what is hidden and make possible to know it. What philosophy will try? It will try to bring to light what is hidden and make possible to know it. Which is hidden and it will make possible to know it. Philosophy is knowledge that is sought, reflected and understood through discussion, questioning and debates. Philosophy is nothing but what? It is a knowledge. We know that by definition. So it is understood by how? By discussion, questioning and debating. Everything which is said and accepted must lie open to question and criticism, and Socrates started with this aphorism: philosophical or moral truth. Aphorism is nothing but philosophical or moral truth in order to define things. This Socrates is the author where he started this philosophical or moral truth in order to define things, that everything which is said and accepted must lie open to what? Question and criticism. The nature of philosophy can be said to be purely scientific investigation, which incorporate curious discovery of reality and integrate with other sciences like psychology, sociology, physics and among others to understand various philosophical questions. What is the nature of philosophy? It can be said that it is purely scientific investigation which incorporate what? Curious discovery of the reality thing and the integrate with other sciences. What are those? Psychology, sociology, physics among others to understand various philosophical questions. Philosophy is the fundamental study of the knowledge about world. As philosophy is nothing but it is knowledge about world. Unlike traditional philosophy, modern philosophy is more comprehensive in order to discuss the fundamental problems such as existence, essence, causation, mind, knowledge, value and so on. Okay. The term philosophy in a real sense implies love of showedness. Showedness, nothing but to easily grab things, or it is a kind of art, a knowledge or a cleverness, showing quick practical cleverness. Showedness means love of showing quick practical cleverness. The term philosophy, real sense. Then reasoning as a general rule. Reasoning is nothing but it is one kind of a tool or a thing which is used for philosophy. Reasoning the things. Reasoning as a general rule is a movement where people endeavor to grasp crucial insights about themselves. Reasoning about themselves. Their associations with everybody. The way they associate with everybody and the world wherein they live. The way of thinking of each and every scholastic region is for the most part comparative. Okay, reasoning can be isolated in three principal regions, that is mysticism, managing the idea of world at the most dynamic level; epistemology, managing whether we can know about this world, whether we can know or managing the idea of the world is nothing but mysticism. Epistemology is that whether we can know about this world, and moral and political way of thinking, managing the inquiries of lead inside the world. Managing what? The inquiries. Philosophy is the investigation of the idea of issue, time, space, causation, development, life and cognizance as well as their interrelationships. Okay, it is the investigation of issue, time, space, causation, development, life and cognizance, as well as their what? These all what are there? No, those interrelationships. It is the art of reasoning legitimately, systematically and reliably about everything. There is some systematic way or a legitimate way, so it can be reasoned out. It is the art of considering reality as a whole in a rational and a systematic manner. Plato was correct in his assessment of philosophy as a never-ending search for unmistakable truths. Plato, based on his assessment, it is nothing but it is never-ending search for unmistakable truths. It examines, explains and makes sense of famous and logical ideas like matter, space, time, causality, development, system, teleology, life, psyche or soul, God or the absolute, good and bad, great and finishness, excellence and growth sequences and so forth to show up at a reasonable origination of the real world. Okay. Philosophy is worried about the explanation of what ideas. Whatever the ideas are there, about that explanation, the philosophy is worried about. Philosophy is the basic assessment of famous and logical ideas, as well as the finding of their interrelationships. It's a reasonable endeavor to unite or insight. Okay. Here, endeavor is nothing but try hard to achieve something. To try to do, hard to do or achieve something very sportively. So, it is a reasonable endeavor to unite our insight as well as comprehend and join our encounters. See, whatever the idea we have or the logical ideas were reasonable endeavor what? They try to hard. We need to reason ourselves, so we need to try hard to achieve our insight as well as the comprehend and join our encounters. It arranges our logical comprehension as well as our moral, creative and strict encounters. It assesses the legitimacy of well-known and logical originations in the illumination of reason and analyzes them to each other. It employs a method that is both logical and rational. Philosophy, it has both logical and rational. It employs both. Its most important tool is what? Reasoning. Reasoning is nothing but the tool of philosophy. It uses logical analysis and synthesis as a form of reasonable conjecture. It uses what? Logical analysis and synthesis as a form of reasonable conjecture. The intellectual attempt to have a worldview is referred to as what? Philosophy. It aspires to conceive of the entire cosmos, including all of its elements and aspects as well as their interrelationships. It is not satisfied with the silver of the world's picture. The science provides us with a cross-sectional perspective of the world. Philosophy, on the other hand, harmonizes the ultimate findings of several sciences, harmonizes them with one another and offers a normal idea of the whole world. Okay. It analyzes the idea of essential thoughts like matter, time, space, life, mind and as Plato said, and such as well as how they are related to one another, as what Plato said. It researches the idea of the universe, its matter or the substance, its maker or God, its motivation and its relationship to man and his spirit. Many different thoughts can be analyzed in philosophy. The intellectual pursuit of a worldview is referred to as what? Philosophy. It aspires to have a complete picture of the cosmos, counting all its components and viewpoints as well as their interrelationships. It is not happy with a slanted image of the world. It endeavors to have a dream of the full reality by attempt to have a synoptic view of it. Here, you need to understand some definitions whenever you are studying research. It aspires to have a complete picture of the cosmos. Cosmos is nothing but universe considered as what? The whole universe is considered as what? The system with order and pattern. Okay. Then, There are some components and viewpoints, counting all its components and viewpoints as well as their interrelationship between the viewpoints. It is not like slanted image of the world, but the synoptic view. Synoptic view means nothing but a synopsis view, a summary view, not as a slanted image. Okay, just a slanted image of the world, like only just bits and pieces is not required. We require synoptic view of it. Nothing but it should be in the form of a summary of whole world, summary view of the whole viewpoints or the cosmos and components. Synoptic view should be there whenever it is referred to as a philosophy. So in this video I completed the nature of philosophy. With a new topic I will do in the next video. For now I will stop the video. Thank you from Sri Sai Tech Edu YouTube channel. Read, Lead, Success.